never happy after a loss. You know, it's not a rah-rah mood. It's not loose, but, you know, there's no sour moods. Nobody's sad or defeated.
It was another rough night here in Philadelphia for the Toronto Raptors, specifically at that line behind me, the free throw line. Joel Embiid dominated in the game, pouring in 31 points and went to the free throw line 14 times. That's 2 more times than the entire Raptors roster in total in Game 2.
Embiid short his own rebound, the and one.
Their team is, you know, top of the league in free throw shooting, so we're gonna have to find a way to, you know, get creative to find different ways. I thought we did a pretty good job, but at a certain point, you know, you're gonna have to stop arguing with the refs and find another solution because they're not budging.
I think we do it as best as we can. You know, we try to play within the rules and not foul and be aggressive. So we tried our best.
Now, there was a moment from the game that most people are talking about. This interaction between head coach Nick Nurse and Joel Embiid that happened in the final seconds of the game, and both having a bit of a different take on what was said.
You know, I told him, respectfully, told him to stop bitching about calls.
He was saying to me that, you know, I'm going to keep making all the free throws if you keep fouling me. And I said, yeah, well, you might have to.
OG back in the game, right to the bucket.
Unlike Game 1, the Raptors actually won a quarter, taking the first one by a point. But it went down after that, and the Raptors just couldn't keep up with the Sixers. They dropped Game 2, 112-97.
I think they'll rise up and they'll play better. And, you know, we need to get one. We need to get one and get ourselves back in the series.
We did some good things. It wasn't enough. I think that we gotta, you know, go back to the drawing boards and continue to adjust. And I think that, you know, we gotta continue to give ourselves a chance to win. And if we improve from this game, I think that we're gonna have a good chance.
Scotty Barnes was cheering from the bench. He was ruled out of the game because he's dealing with an ankle injury he suffered in Game 1. There's no timetable for his return yet. Thad Young, who also was injured in Game 1 and didn't return, was back in for the second game, but only played a handful of minutes. As for Gary Trent Jr., he was listed as doubtful going into the game. He did start, but eventually would leave the game as he's dealing with a non-COVID-related illness. Now, whether or not he's going to play in Game 3, we'll find out on Wednesday. Reporting for City News in Philadelphia, I'm Lindsay Dunn.